Yo guys, Matt from Upsilon Mining. I came across this really interesting video here about at least about on August 11 looks like, and from CNBC. So take it with a grain of salt. It's mainstream media, but they're basically doing a little story here on essentially exactly what you see here. Social media influencers paid thousands to endorse potentially fraudulent cryptocurrency projects. Now I'm gonna play this back for you guys. And I'm also going to add my commentary of what I think about as they're speaking. So let's, no further ado, let's play the video.
Score enough followers on social media platforms can become a major money-making opportunity for influencers in the crypto space. We've seen it.
Yeah, exactly. So this isn't just for promoting promoting investment into different projects and things like that. But we see a lot of influencers on YouTube and whatnot, even in the mining scene, being basically promoted and given money and paid to actually sponsor certain products, right? You know, I've talked about things like optominers and different products and stuff in the past. So, I mean, as you guys, as I've always said, I'm always kind of standing up for the common, everyday man and woman and miner, child miner, whoever, right? If you're mining cryptocurrency, if you're GPUs or ASICs and you're a small term kind of guy, you know, you're at home, you're doing your basement, you do a small operation, I'm here to kind of help you guys and not dispel or not spread misinformation. So there's lots of people being paid to promote different products, different exchanges, different projects, different mining hardware and tools and things like that. So you got to be careful who you listen to. So it's no news to you. So a lot of these larger YouTubers that have 50, 60,000, 100,000 more subscribers, they are being given promotions for things. Now, I do have a lot of respect to YouTubers like Red Pen and things like that, because even though he does get paid to promote these things, he's very open and honest that he was paid for things and he gives his honest opinion. And you can kind of in the end make your own decision. So, I mean, that we all kind of know that. So let's continue playing that on here.
But a CNBC investigation is finding that some online personalities get paid thousands to endorse crypto projects, but in some cases, regulators say these influencers are merely promoting frauds. And the amateur investors who pour their savings into these dubious ventures end up paying the price. Eamon Javers has more.
Latest digital currencies.
If there were ever a time to start paying attention to the altcoin market,
I just want to make a point about this BitBoy crypto guy. I watch his channel. I don't know if I'm a fan, but I'm subscribed to it. And he does have a lot of good insight. He does have a lot of good insight. Yes, he does throw in various promotional things here and there. But overall, if you kind of just... I don't like mainstream media because they tend to villainize one or two individuals, right? I mean, they could be throwing up Red Panda here and villainizing crypto mining, right? In this case, they're villainizing this one guy. He seems like a pretty cool dude. You just got to be open-minded when you listen to them speak about things and actually be a critical thinker. And if anything, what I want this video to convey, what message I want to convey is be a critical thinker. Whenever someone's trying to sell you something, whenever someone's trying to tell you to mine this project, to mine that project, to be very critical and think about what you are doing, right, with your money or your time or your hash rate. With the merge coming up, there's going to be a lot of this kind of crap being thrown your way. Mine this project, mine that project. There's going to be a lot of FUD, right? Fear, uncertainty, and doubt, FUD, right? FUD, there's going to be a lot of people saying, trying to scare you, right, into selling GPUs, trying to move you in this direction or that direction. To be very cognizant of these tactics. But I don't have a problem with BitBoy Crypto. I think he's a pretty chill dude overall, but I do understand what they're saying here.
is right now.
The newest metaverse projects,
an upcoming metaverse casino,
are all being hyped on platforms like YouTube.
I could generate passive income every single month.
The people promoting these ventures, dubbed crypto influencers, are racking up views by peddling projects promising skyrocketing profits. But as amateur investors flock to social platforms for the next big thing,
as many of you know, I'm officially a partner with Distex.
Our investigation found some of these promotions have left investors financially devastated, while some influencers cash in.
Welcome to BitBoy Crypto.
Ben Armstrong is one of the most watched crypto influencers on YouTube.
In the fall of 2020, you promoted Distex, calling it your most trusted coin, down 99%, valued at less than a penny now. Do you take any responsibility for the losses suffered by your viewers when they see a recommendation by you, they go out and buy that stuff, and it craters?
Well, yeah, I mean, of course I do. I mean, I do feel, I hate it when we talk about stuff that didn't do well. I mean,
I do have massive respect for him for going up there, going on live television, going national television, and answering that question, saying, "Yeah, I feel bad when but at the time, maybe it seemed like a good investment." And like anything, when it comes to cryptocurrency, it's a huge risk, right? So if you go out and you spend $10,000 on GPUs and on mining equipment and ASICs, that is a risk, right? You're hedging your bet that the value of the currency that you plan, or the crypto that you plan to mine, is going to go up enough to not only pay off that hardware, but actually net you a profit. So we're all risk takers, we're all gamblers, but it's no different than if you jumped in the stock market right now and spent $10,000 buying Apple stock or Disney stock or some stock from a company, right? Because the whole entire world is relatively kind of somewhat of a recession now, even though they redefine what recession means. Everything's down in the dumps right now. So if you've gone and spent tons of money on buying shares from companies, you're also hedging a bet in the future that they'll go up. So you can't blame the source of information, because the responsibility, I think, in terms of YouTubers, is to be upfront and honest about what they're doing, that they are promoting something, and to always say, I'm just dispelling the information to you. I'm just delivering the information to you. You do as you want, and this is kind of what my plan is. This is kind of like what I've done. I'm not sitting here telling everyone to mine crypto or to buy jazz miners. I bought 5 jazz miners, right? As you guys may or may not know. And some people might think that's a horrible decision, considering Ethereum Classic is going to tank and everything. And I understand that I could lose money. Absolutely understand I could lose money. But I'm also not saying, yes, go buy it now or you're an idiot. I'm saying this is the reasons why I bought it, and this is what I hope is going to happen. So I don't know if they're going to villainize Ben here from BitBoy Crypto, but I think Ben from BitBoy Crypto is a stand-up person overall. I do watch his channel, but let me just continue on the video. That being said,
Bitcoin was still kind of 50-50 at that point, it seemed.
With nearly 1.5 million YouTube subscribers,
I've got a lot to say about a lot of stuff.
and more than 800,000 followers on Twitter, which has allowed him to earn more than $30,000 for a single YouTube endorsement.
that's not his fault, though. That's his. He worked hard on building this channel up, and then over time, he was able to get to the point where people are going to him with projects and with information. And I didn't watch that video about this specific project, but if it was given to me, if I accepted to promote such a project, I would only promote it in the sense that this is what it is and this is what I think about it, and not to accept any promotion that you don't agree in, right? So if you think something's a horrible idea and it's gonna tank, don't accept it, because otherwise you'll be accepting it, saying this is garbage, don't use it. So as long as there's no stipulations, there's no conditions around the promotion. So they're like, I'll give you your honest review. Here's $30,000. What's your honest review on it? Say whatever you want, and that's acceptable. But if they go, okay, so here's $30,000, say good stuff about it only, then that's a red flag, and that's the thing we don't know. So just I wanted to add my 2 cents in with that.
I could easily, make over 100K a month doing that.
That kind of money has encouraged other crypto influencers to swarm this lucrative market. This spring, an anonymous blockchain sleuth posted a list on Twitter naming 44 YouTube crypto personalities and their prices for paid promotions. We reached out to these influencers to verify their fees. Some said these prices were inflated. Those willing to share their pricing said they made a minimum of $1,000 for each promotional video. And unlike Armstrong, some promoters don't disclose they're getting handsomely paid to plug projects.
Not disclosing, that's a surefire way to get yourself in big trouble.
Joe Rotunda,
I originally thought they were going to villainize BitBoy Crypto here, but I think they're actually throwing him a bone here and saying that, yeah, this guy had enough integrity to come out and say, yes, I'm making X number of dollars to do this, right? And you do see YouTubers doing that, right? You see a lot of the crypto YouTubers getting free ASICs, and full disclosure, they'll say, yes, this was given to me, but this is my review of that. And it makes sense. If you have the reach to reach 50,000 or 100,000 people, me as a product company or trying to promote some product, it's good advertising and good business to try to leverage that reach, and by giving away, so for example, an ASIC that's only worth maybe $3,000 for you, that's significantly cheaper than going traditional marketing routes. So I understand from a business perspective, it makes a lot of sense. The point is, you got to be open and honest with everyone, and you always got to say, do your own research, right? And that's an important fact, important thing to say.
Director of the Enforcement Division of the Texas State Securities Board says he's seen paid promotions that are not only non-disclosed, but push fraudulent ventures.
We're seeing scams. We're seeing frauds. There's a lot more out there.
Rotunda and a team of regulators recently filed enforcement actions against 2 metaverse casinos for trying to defraud retail investors by selling unregistered securities. The order says one of the influencers was recruiting promoters to engage and pay him to advertise their products through his YouTube channel.
Now, what's an unregistered security, right? Is that like an NFT or something like that? Because they're trying to classify cryptocurrency as, for example, securities and things like that. I do know that. And just because it's not a registered security, the government can't regulate it in the way that they want, right? And this is kind of what we're seeing with Ethereum merge right now. Everything's kind of going with the to proof of stake, where everything's centralized with, as you may have seen a couple YouTubers, like if you check out Rabbit video, he did a post about how like 41 or 51% or 52% of the Ethereum nodes for validation of the Ethereum network after proof of stake is actually going to be hosted in AWS, which is crazy because simply all the government has to do is call Amazon and say shut all this down, shut down. We got 57,000 nodes on this computer and they come from these IP addresses. They just give it all to Amazon, say shut these down. Amazon can just press a button and literally shut down 51% of the Ethereum staking network, which is putting this all into the control of government again, right? Which is completely against decentralization. Decentralization is something that should be held close and dear to the I guess the core principles of what cryptocurrency is. It's giving the kind of the power back, putting the power back into the hands of the common person to handle their own transactions with other people, right? And offers security inherently in it without an overarching body to look into it and regulate it. And yeah, so that's just my thoughts on that.
Rotunda also found messages on a popular chat platform. That said, another influencer brought in a lot of investors from their videos.
We uncovered this by seeing a promotion on YouTube.
Now, watch the video. I'm not sure the videos, but if we watch the video, they're like, do your own research. This is something that I'm just giving you information on. If you go and you spend your life savings on it, that's your decision in the end, because you were given the information, you had the ability to research it, but you didn't, and you simply went and spent all the money. It's like me telling you guys to go buy 3090s, right? Go buy 3090s, right? And I say, buy 3090s, they're the best GPUs in the world, the most hash rate, the most powerful, they're coming down in price, buy them, right? But if I'm open and honest and say, 3090s okay, I have 3090s, but they get really hot, they got to replace thermal pads, there's a lot of issues with the memory junction temperatures rising really high, you need to repaste them. You need to put these copper shims in, otherwise the damn things just overheat. And if I'm not open and honest about all aspects of that, and then in the end say, hey, don't buy them if you don't want. This is just what I'm doing, what I've done, right? So that's kind of what I've done. I don't tell anyone to buy anything or do anything that I'm not doing, right? So let's just continue on.
A influencer who publishes videos at a very rapid pace. Uses hyperbole in the titles. And these are scary, right?
But because it's so early, you have no idea what...
More of a reason just not to be an idiot, right? It's if you see a headline, you're going to believe everything you see. So if you see someone say, hey, jump off the bridge, you're going to find $1 million in gold at the bottom if you jump off. Yeah, it's just go jump off the bridge. You got to be critical thinkers. People who are dumping all this money and then crying about losing it afterwards aren't using critical thinking skills. They're simply listening to someone on a YouTube video and just jumping in doing without doing their own research. As always do your own research before you invest anything into anything.
What's real and what's not real.
That's exactly right.
When there's money to be made, people will do anything to make money.
Taylor Monahan, the product lead of the popular digital currency wallet called MetaMask, says she's also wary of these YouTube personalities.
I would urge anyone, even if they consider themselves legitimate, to not form these faux partnerships, any sort of paying for influence, paying for replies, paying for followers.
19,670 coins.
That's a realization Armstrong came to when he stopped producing sponsored content in January.
It's been a lot of a burden off of me because I don't have to worry about dealing with any of these people. And I can just say what I want to say. It's a good way to build your business, but you just have to do it in an honest way.
Exactly, an honest way, which means full disclosure information. This is what I know. I'm telling you guys it. And you make your own decision in the end. Don't be stupid, right? Just like with buying Octominers and all this other stuff. Don't be stupid. Do your own research. Just blind. If Red Panda plays a video on Octominers, and you see them having all these augmenters, doesn't mean you need to run out and buy all these augmenters. It means you need to do research, watch other videos, go on Reddit, look at the price, compare that with what you can afford, look at comparing comparative products, look up reviews of augmenters, look at reviews of comparative products, get other people's perspective, do your research basically.
Now, Armstrong says because he felt guilty for heavily promoting DistX, the coin that later crashed, he used the money he made from the paid promotion to refund viewers who had invested in the project. The total crypto market cap is down 49% year to date. In a bear market now, Armstrong expects that the less legitimate crypto influencers will face increased scrutiny and will ghost their subscribers. We reached out to the two influencers we showed who promoted the metaverse casinos accused of defrauding investors about whether they have taken undisclosed payments for promotion. The influencer known as Flozin said he wasn't paid to promote the metaverse casino, but deleted his promotional video after we started asking questions. The Dream Green Show did not respond to our request for comment, guys. Back over to you.
Eamon, it's fascinating and important reporting. Question for you that I'm trying to understand. Does this stuff actually work, any of it?
Yeah, look, I mean, that's what Ben Armstrong said when I talked to him. You know, we went down to Atlanta. You saw in the video there his set that he's got. He's got an elaborate sort of YouTube production facility in Atlanta where he produces these videos on this topic and a whole bunch of other stuff as well. He said it does work, and largely because a lot of these coin promoters don't have any place else to go. There's not a whole lot of other places to advertise individual crypto offerings. So they end up going to YouTube, and he says the followers out there, he's got 1.5 million followers. They look to these figures on YouTube as respected guides to this world, right. But a lot of them are taking this money and taking it under the table.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, a lot of miners or YouTubers are actually respected by their viewer base, right? And you build that respect and that trust over time by being transparent and open and honest about what you're talking about and what you're doing, showing what you're doing, and just having good integrity as a human being. But crypto, I mean, I guess is right. I mean, YouTube is a major content and message delivery platform for cryptocurrency, and mining, in general, right? And so investors also go to YouTube to see what the products are up to. There's not a lot of information out there on things like the merge and mining. I mean, YouTube is a huge base for that. I discovered that when I started getting into YouTube. Anyways, guys, I'm just kind of gonna leave that there for now. What do you guys think about this? Social media influencers promoting these projects and different coins to mine, and miners doing the same thing, or YouTube miners kind of doing the same kind of thing with things like selling hardware and things like that, right? I mean, this is all very interesting stuff. Just I'd say, just in the end, just be careful of what you listen to and do your own research. As always. Anyway, stay healthy, stay fit, take care of yourself, and the merge is coming up in a few weeks now, so we will talk about that as we get closer. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.